God, that's so loud. That's not what I told you to do. I'm going to leave it on the 90s because maybe then I won't want to burn down the whole house today. It has already been a morning and a week and everything. Good morning, everyone. I hope your Saturday is finding you way better than mine has been, but it hasn't been a bad Saturday, but it wasn't. It's been all upheaval today. I need the fairies to leave my stuff alone for 5 God blessed seconds. And just let me do my job. And get rid of things. All right. Let's try this. Good morning. Let me get you so you can see there. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yep. So pink threads on the docket today. We're going to go pinky, pinky, pink. Like nothing. I woke up and nothing's charged. And it's a new pattern. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I watched the video once. And I'm like, yay, I can do that. And then everything that I use to read the instructions and stuff is dead. And I'm like, well, cracker jacks. So, good news is that I chose a color. Lord have mercy. And the calls are beginning. Okay. I haven't even had my coffee yet. You know, there's nothing like finally being able to get something done and then being stalled because important paperwork that you thought was in the important file box that you tend to keep everything in, that it should be in there, but it's not. And you're like, why is it not? And you're like, I don't know. Because the fairies. I think they're mad because I promised to 3D print them a little book nook, you know, someplace they can go chill out for a hot second and leave me alone. And they're like, where's my book nook? Where's my book nook? And I don't know, man. It hasn't gotten printed yet. Because that was something else that was going on this week, was neither of our printers wanted to print anything suddenly. They're just like, nah. So this week was themed, wait, let's see how much PLA filament we can waste. Fantastic. All right, so now that small rant has been done, hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit more set up. As I am really excited to do this bag. First of all, it's an Oro Rosa, and I love everything Alexis does. Oh, that's what I need to do. Yeah, you got 40%. That should be enough. So now I need to... Oh, and then my laptop was starting to die, and I just turned it on. And I couldn't find my charger. The fairies. Oh, God, the fairies, y'all. The fairies. Anyway, so let me pull up the pattern. I'll show you the picture of it. And then you can see what we're doing. I got some strike vinyl I'm still working through for Beauty and Geek. So, like every Oro Rosa pattern, I feel like this is going to be not difficult, but challenging. I try not to call anything easy. I don't like easy. It seems, because my easy is not always everybody else's easy. But what we're going to be working on is the, you see a little bit better. This is the FIbi fold over, and each of these little folds here, let me see if I can do this without dropping it. Yeah, each of these folds has a zipper pocket, and I'm super excited. I really like, you can see it. I'm really excited because I feel like it's going to be very interesting. And even better is I'm going to be showing you how I made it with half of a 12-inch vinyl roll. So I've got this beautiful green. I love this light that I got from Amazon. It is so nice. So it's really shiny. It's got kind of a matte texture to it. It's very interesting. It's almost velvety. The way it feels is almost velvety. But half a 12-inch roll, so it was pretty much 12 by 27. Yeah, 20, 27 and a half, 28, something like that. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the whole front. So here's the bottom piece. I believe this is the middle. Yep, that's the middle. This is the top pocket. So that whole, the folds will be this green and folded. Oh, this is the back. So this will be on the back, but it folds over. So it'll match up with this. But then on the back, you have this fun skull print. And then and I've got this part. So what's going to happen is it'll be folded over, and then you have peekaboo skulls. So fold it over. Boop. Plus, I have some fun hardware that I'm super, super excited to use because I haven't used one of these yet. So I'm going to have this magnet plate, and then I'm going to use these instead of D-ring connectors because I have had these for 2 years, and I'm tired of every time I open the drawer to look for something going, oh yeah, I have those, and not using them. So I'm going to use these. I think it's going to be super cute. So that's going to be fun. So you need magnets. So I need more magnets than that. I know. You know what? We're going to look at the list. You get to go on this journey and watch me fumble my way through a new pattern, because this is pretty much what I do. Is I usually watch the video 2 or 3 times so that I can kind of mentally prepare for it. Let's see. I need zipper pulls as well. Okay, so it says 2 D-ring or triangle rings, so that's these. I need strap ends, which I use. Oh, here they are. I'm using. Oh, I don't know what those are for. Oh, I know what those are for. Actually, I don't know what those are for. I use scrap pieces of whichever vinyl I'm working with for my strap ends. So that's those. I need 2 swivel clasps. Where are you at? Those are 2. It's like which bag? Okay, so 2 swivel clasps. I will need a slider. It says 3 magnetic snaps. So I have 1, which is my top one. So I need 2 more of those. I think the only rainbow ones I have are rivets. So rivets it is. I need 4 zipper pulls. So, oh, good. I can get y'all this pinion. Nope, I have that on that other one. Never mind on that. I think I will use, I'm trying to decide if I want to use one of my bunny ones on the back or not. And then I need zipper tape, which I don't remember what zipper tape I was going to use, but it's rainbow. So Now it does say rivets. Now I believe the rivets are not seen because they're underneath to strengthen where the pocket is. You think I'd remember something from being an English major, but that was just what I call a dip a toe major. Let's see. This life is over. I know. So I already have my Decovilles put on. There are instructions of where to put it, but the markings are nicely shown on it. Now, what you have to know is that your back piece only has one piece of the Decoville heavy. On the front is where you have the Decoville heavy and your other Decoville piece, Decoville light. Ugh. You could use Pellon. I think if you are making if you're doing the classic zip around with the Craftex, you probably could use Craftex here. Just remember you have to glue that down. If you get a chance to catch it on sale, Heat and Bond has pretty much glue. It's just sheets of glue that you can glue one side onto your Craftex and then adhere it onto the your vinyl if you're careful, unless you're using fabric. And this you could use like SoFuse Plus, or Beauty and Geek has a stiffer interfacing as well. It's also going to depend a lot on what textiles you're using. If you're using like this is I'd say this is a mid-weight. See if it pops back up real fast, it's a mid-weight. If it pops up, okay, medium, mid-weight. If it pops up real quick, it's thick usually. So, and if it doesn't, if it just kind of sits there kind of like flopping over, then it's definitely a lightweight. Oh no, that's okay. This is by Oro Rosa. ORO space ROSA. I absolutely adore hers. This is the FIbi, the FIbi fold over. I almost said fibulator. So I need to grab 4 zipper pulls and 2 magnet snaps and make a decision on zipper tape. Ooh, that would look nice. I think that would look nice. I like this. Wait till you see it. It's nice. I promise. Zipper pull. Nope. Yes. Okay, so let's see. All right, well, we're going to put one on the back and 3. Ignore the screaming. I'm fine. Okay. So, yeah, I do like this zipper tape. So I'm going to use one of my little bunnies on the back. I'm going to use this zipper tape with it. To be fair, it doesn't really matter. And I say that because you're not going to see the zippers. So I might use this one on the back and then use a simpler. If I've got a color I like, you know what? I do. I like this. Green or pink? Oh my Lord. How did this get tangled? Fairies. Okay. Okay, we're going to use this for the inside zippers, for the ones that are inside the foldovers. I think that'll look really nice. On top of the fact that it'll be kind of a peak color without using the more expensive zipper tape. Okay, so I've got that. So, magnets. Ow! I'm okay. Actually, I'm just going to use black. I'm wearing it. Okay. Alrighty, so fun fact, anything rainbow, of course, is more expensive. So if you're looking for rainbow finishes, they're always going to be a little bit pricier. Why do I have these tiny, tiny ones? Oh. So I did bring over rainbow rivets. However, in the hidden spaces of my mind, I'm going to be using, these might be the wrong ones, but we'll see. So those look like a longer post. 3/8 cap, 5/16, so 9 by 8. I think those are going to be too long, but I'm going to use black cap or black rivets in the spaces that aren't seen, and I'm actually going to use black magnets because they're not really going to be seen as much, if I'm correct. But again, you get to be on this wacky journey with me. Let's see. All right, so that should be everything I need. I just have to cut my strap and do that. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way because I like having a strap done. So for the strap, I need my strap ends, whatever you're using. Those. I need my swivel clips and my slide adjuster. There you are. I was trying to decide, but I think I do still like this. I'm using a glow-in-the-dark webbing for this one. Oh, it's so soft. And I'll also be using that to attach the connectors. Let's see. Right here. And I make mine, I cut my webbing at 60 inches long. So I'll measure out 30, fold it in half, and then snip it. Dang it, I knew I needed something else while I was out yesterday. I'm very, very low on lighters. I think I'm on my last one. Let me know, y'all, if the music is too loud, because for some reason it seems like it comes out louder to y'all than it does to me. So I am melting the ends. I'm going to take this piece, which is a little over 1.5 by 1 inch. Just making sure everything's actually on. I'm not lying. It's been a morning. We have a car that broke down about 4 or 5 months ago. And we're finally in the place where we're like, it's just going to be too much to fix it. We've made the decision to go ahead and get rid of it. Well, it doesn't run because they want more than the cost of the car to put a new engine in. I'm like, I laughed in their face. I really did. I want to say I didn't mean to, but to be fair, the manager already knows me or knew me enough to know that it was probably going to happen. So we've decided to go ahead and junk it because at least then I can park under the carport again and not have to dodge the lake that is in front of our house whenever it rains and be able to get out of the car and, not end up having to change clothing the second I get inside. So I wrapped the smaller strap end around one end. I have wrapped that around the slider bar. And I'm just going to sew that on with a little box stitch. Actually, I'm going to try something. Bloop. Oh, I kind of like that better. Okay, so what I ended up doing instead of a box stitch is an hourglass. Just a second, and I think that works out a little bit better. I don't have to listen to the meticulous part of my brain that's like, match up the stitches, match up the box perfectly. Oh God, it's one stitch too close. Oh, yeah. So what I do is I started here. I went across, then I went diagonal, went back across, and then back diagonal. And I think that's actually going to hold it better anyways. Interesting little hourglass. Now, I'm not going to do that when I put the other end on, because this is just, nobody's really going to see this part. Ugh. Mainly what I'm looking for is security. Now, the fun thing about this webbing is that it likes to trick you and twist a little bit, so it makes you think that it's twisted, but it's not twisted. It just likes to make you think that. So I fold it in half, and I just make sure that I've kind of lined it up with itself. All right, so ta-da. So I put one swivel clip on. I'm going to run this through. I am putting the piece with the strap end on the inside. So the little hourglass is going to show, but the strap end isn't. You can do the opposite. If you're like, I really like how my strap end looks, well, do it. No judgment. What y'all should be judging me for is the fact that I woke up not feeling great and didn't eat breakfast. So I might have to take a moment to send a crying message to my husband to make me a couple pieces of raisin toast. Because see, that's the other thing. Normally he's at work right now. Come on, you. And that's the other thing is I know he's so frustrated because he's like, I'm like, well, see if you can get rid of the car. And he's like, okay. So he comes in and he's so proud of himself because he got rid of the car. And I was like, yay. And he's like, well, we need the title and the key fob. I'm like, well, do me a favor. Go ahead and make sure we have it somewhere. And just, get all that stuff together. It should be in the box. Spoiler alert, it's not in the box. So now probably Monday, we're going to have to go and get a new one. Anywho, but he's usually at work, so I think I can. Oh, there's donuts. Oh, but they're powdered. It's not that I don't like powdered donuts. It's that it just gets everywhere. And I don't like eating anything in here that is easily transferred to what I'm working on. Like Cheetos. Now, I do have a pair of chopsticks that I keep in here. They're the trainers for like small hands and stuff like that. So it's got I don't know, they're in the kitchen right now. But if I have like Cheetos or something like that, I'll have those so that I don't touch them. The problem is the powdered donut really just will not relent. All right, so I've got that zipper end on. I'm putting down my stitch length a little bit. Okay, because apparently Tiberius wants to be a little brat today. Just be careful what you use a smaller stitch length for on vinyl because it can perforate it. Pretty much, I just went down to a stitch length that I know is about the same as the largest stitch length that a domestic has. but I won't construct a bag at this small of it. Here we go. So now we've got the strap. And that's why I go ahead and do it now. Because I have 8 little bowler bags that need their straps. But the fairy stole my little clipper. And I don't want to cut by hand all those little corners. I did this one and it took me almost 20 minutes because I was trying to make sure they were all perfectly round. That's why I need it. So I ordered a new one. All right, so strap is done. On we go. Okay. So something that I really love that some of the creators of patterns do now is they do a cut chart. They are the gods and goddesses of the world to me for that, because it helps me keep organized in my head. I still write my own lists, but at least I have something to focus on. Okay, also this is my favorite thing. On here are all the pictures, and it shows you what each part is. So if you're trying to figure out, kind of like what I'm doing is where I want the back not to necessarily match. I want when it's folded over for it all to be green on the front. Because of that, I know which piece is which piece. So I am extremely grateful to every pattern designer that does that. It is not a dig on other ones. It is mainly thank you to the ones who do. I know that takes you an extra moment. Oh, by the way, this pattern is still on sale on her site today. I don't remember if it goes off today or tomorrow, but you might as well grab it. Okay, so that's all the stabilizer stuff. This is going through all of that stuff. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. So we talked about fusing. Got all the fusing done. She does have you mark. Like, see this piece. You want to mark on it your triangle and your hashtag. So when you're cutting, just take a quick moment, mark your piece, and then mark the top and bottoms of it. It's going to help. Let's see. Snap placement. Okay, here we go. This is going to be fun because I normally do my snaps the very last moment. And I'm going to have to install this one after, but I'm going to mark and poke my holes for it, because as you can see, it is large and in charge and magnificent. I cannot wait to use that. Okay, but where are you at? The other two, I'm okay with using back. I'm not a huge fan of mixing hardwares. Like, I generally won't use a gold zipper pull on zipper with silver teeth or rainbow teeth, anything like that. But in some cases, if I think the hardware is not really going to be seen, and that's what I have, and I don't want to put off the project, or it's a strike bag and I know I can sell it a little bit less because of that, then I don't mind. It's mostly like main hardwares and that, but magnets are usually hidden unless they're the rivet ones. Okay, so it says, now that your stabilizers are fused, yay! Okay, so gather the 3 following pieces. The back top trim, all right, back top trim, there we are. That's this piece. I have a feeling I'm going to be laminating these pieces because it's such an interesting bag. Because it just looks like you've folded it to give it an interesting shape. Not that there's actually all these little pockets everywhere. It's like a mutant kangaroo. Pockets. Pockets on pockets on pockets. Some sort of, ooh, it's a marsupial pouch bag. I'm so sorry, Alexis. I just called your back a mutant kangaroo. All right. Okay, so back top trim, front top trim. Oh, no, so not these, not this, these. That one. And I was like, wait, I don't have a front top trim. What is it? Oh, madre de Dios. Okay, let me put all these pieces over here so they're out of my way. Oh, I'm like, wow. Okay, so this is my back top trim. This is my front top trim. Remember, this is going to be hidden. So this vinyl is from Impish. Impish Geek Designs. I absolutely love it. I wish the scale was a little smaller. It was like her first run. And I know some folks were upset. And I just kind of laughed because I'm just like, I'll just make it work. I'll use it. But I'm used to Alexander, what's his name? Alexander Henry? Yeah, that dude does not understand normal scale. But anyways, that was from her. This is one I'm testing out for Beauty and Geek. And it has this like sparkle. I hope she calls it something like Stardust because it does look like it's dusted. So I'm excited to see how that. I used pink in my Sailor Moon Aries one, which I already have another 5 of those cut out. So upper front pocket. Where are you at? Is that one? This one? Nope. Okay, so piece A. So you need the 2 top trims and this guy, piece A. Okay. It says order, can you place the outie of 1 snap with the back pocket. Okay, well, so in the way that she's doing it, she has all her pieces with one solid color, which is fine. It's fantastic. So she does have a tip in here on how to keep them how to keep them straight. Honestly, you should also be able to keep them straight because remember, your front has the 2 pieces. The first time I do a pattern, I question every freaking step I do. Yes, the front has, so your front piece has the 2 pieces of stabilizer. Let's see. Back to crazy. Where are you at? Okay, so snap installation. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm trying to like look at this and I can't because this light right here is glaring off of it. There we go. Now I can actually see it. Alrighty. So it says start with the back top trim. Okay, so that's this one, the one with the 1 stabilizer. set the other two aside for a moment. I'll move the zipper tape out of my way. Shove the hardware that way, except for my magnets. Now, again, I am not going to install my magnet plate. I'm not going to install this part. I'm just going to mark it and put the holes in so that I have it to do later. Because I have a feeling it's going to sit like this. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to work around that. So we are just going to have all the fun. Because most likely I'm going to need to mark my holes as well and punch them. This doesn't look like it'll be too hard. So I have a tiny magnet. I mean, y'all are in for a show today. I'm going to take out these screws. The best thing you can do for your Chinese screwdriver, by the way, is hold it on to leave it on a magnet for a little bit. It'll magnetize your screw bit so that the screw doesn't fall off. But I'm putting my screws onto this little magnet board. I'm not sure where I got these, but they're not like super strong, but they're strong enough to at least hold these screws in, or hold together these screws so that I don't lose them. There we go. Put that up there. So pretty. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm going to set that aside for the moment. Yeah, so now I've got the plate and I can mark everything. All right. So let's see. Start with the back trim. And that's the Audi. Okay. I'm going to mark my center up top. Just feels like a good idea to do. I didn't mark my middle centers on most things because it looks like she has kind of a foolproof way to to line everything up. Okay, is that the top singular? Okay, so this is the top singular magnet that we're going to put on. Well, put on. With that, I'm going to be using that one. Okay, so I can install the other side of the magnet. This is the only one that I'm just going to make sure to mark and punch all the holes. So where's my ruler? Ruler. Nope. Hang on. This ruler's not quite long enough for what I wanted. Get my old janky one out. There we go. What do y'all do with your rulers that you don't really use anymore? Because, like, this one, the numbers are fading. I'm not gonna lie, it's chipped all to hell and back because sometimes, you know, you put a new roller blade on and rotary blade. Okay, so it says to turn over, so it's wrong side up on your workspace. Find the center of the stabilizer. Oh, I like this one. Do you ever have music that it takes you years to be able to re-listen again to? Because you know you would have enjoyed it, but the relationship you were in at the time was just like garbage. I have a lot of movies and stuff like that But I'm just now like 10 or 15 years now able to listen to without cringing. All right. Find the center of the stabilizer and make a mark. I made a mark. Okay, extend the mark down the full length of the stabilizer. I have done that. All right. So I've done that. Then it tells me a measurement down from the top edge of the stabilizer. So you want to make sure that when you're putting everything in, it's right, that your marks are accurate. I don't give measurements in my lives because, oh my God, yes. I put it in the mail yesterday and I put something, Sarah, for you in there. You're too much fun to spoil sometimes. Your fault. So yes. And, I destashed. I'm so proud of myself. I actually destashed like 13 rolls of vinyl, and not all of it has sold, but I'm just proud of myself for actually, listing some of it. And Sarah grabbed the roll of this that I had, so we're going to be vinyl twins, vinyl siblings. So that's a cute concept when you destash. If you destash, like I took 1 yard of each of everything I had that I hadn't used yet, and I wasn't sure I would, and I cut it in half so I would keep an 18-inch roll and I would sell an 18-inch roll. So Sarah, whatever bag you make out of that will have a sibling bag, and I think that's a cute idea. I should have eaten breakfast. Okay. It's gonna be hard to focus. All right. So I have marked. Now I mark all of the holes. Okay. Okay. I love my nails, but it does make picking up some things harder. Good morning, Cynthia. How are you doing? Veronica, I'm so sorry. I just saw your comment. This is the FIbi foldover from Oro Rosa. Okay. So I'm lining up the plate for my magnet. And anytime you comment, bear with me because some things are not in my purview right away. Oh, Cynthia, it's been a morning. It has been a morning. Wednesday was on because I had a doctor's appointment. Good bill of health. My A1C's down a little bit, so huzzah, because doctor, though I told the doctor I was like 3 a.m. My sugar shoots up for absolutely no reason, like, and she's like, "Are you sleep eating?" I'm like, "I don't know. I mean, I can't lie. There's little Debbie's in the house, so, but I barely get enough sleep as it is. So I don't know. I hope I'm not sleep eating because I don't think I'd be that hungry in the morning." But then this morning, we have found a buyer for the car, but now we can't find the car title. And I'm like, I forgot to buy snacks. I was even in Walmart thinking I needed to get my my trail mix, and I forgot. Oh, and Veronica, in the description of the YouTube video, there is the link for the pattern, and it is on sale right now. I do. Well, my husband's home, so I should be able to yell at him to go to like make me some cinnamon toast or something. Cinnamon raisin toast. There we go. I know I need snacks. Okay. So I'm using this really pretty decorative magnet. And I don't want to, oh, that was brilliant. I marked the holes, but not the prongs. Okay, there we go. So I don't want to install it because it's going to be like right here. In fact, I probably need to make those holes bigger. So it's going to be right there. And I think that's going to get in the way. Oh, yeah. Decorative magnet. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I do need my snacks. So what will happen is the plate's going to go on. And what I do have these marked. Oh, that's because that's not the right side. This is right. I was like, why do I don't want that showing? Because I'm so sorry, y'all, but my brain is pudding this morning. This will be the side that's seen, not this side. Not that this isn't an interesting side, but so I'm not going to install it. I'm just going to get all the holes marked, and then I'll have to redo them anyways. Yeah, this one. I always forget. Because what you want to do when you're punching the holes for these screws is use your punch to make sure that it's the same size so that that can go through. Interesting. Actually, that's a good idea. That might work better. Okay, so everything will be marked. Oh, good Lord. I need to get new blades from Famore because I used this with super glue to fix my one of my nails. Because my actual nail was coming up and it bothers me and I like to peel at it. But Blue doesn't want me to peel it. She wants me to glue it down because if I peel at it, it could let water in there and that's what loosens the nail sometimes. So I'm trying not to do that. Okay, so I've got the holes marked on the top one. So that one's taken care of. I will not be installing. I have my screws up here on a little magnet. I'm just going to set this aside over here. Okay. See if I can find everything. Well, obviously there's only going to be one washer. That one I need. So this, the Audi, that's going to go in here with the decorative plate. It's going to go over there. Okay. That is set up. We're setting that aside and we're going to grab protect prongs with tape. We won't have to do that. Okay, so actually that's a good idea. So I'm going to line up my pieces and I'm just going to I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read these instructions and they're it's not going well. Okay, because this is where this is the back. It's going to fold over like this. Or is it folding over like that? Oh, because there's going to be... Where are you at? Because the two go there. Wait, I'm a little confused. I'm so sorry. Well, how does it open? So what we're going to do is, because I'm extremely like off on where this is. Okay, because I see where the 2 are. The 2R is fine. Eat a snack, brain needs. You're not wrong. Hang on. Aaron, Valkyrie needs food. Couple pieces of raisin toast, please. You're yelling at me.
Couple pieces of what?
The raisin toast. Raisin toast. Raisin toast. Oh, Valkyrie needs food. I'm just like, why does this not make sense? Okay. Okay, I think I see. I think I get it. So, okay. I think I see it now, which means I might have put holes in the wrong place, but we'll see. So it's going to go like this. So it's going to be folded in, and this is going to attach with the magnet, which means I don't know what it means. You know what? We'll figure it out. Because that's going to go there. I knew I should have watched Vanessa's video a couple more times, because Vanessa on YouTube, she has Mini Loopy. She used a decorative thing. Yeah, Valkyrie needs food. Oh, my husband's on it. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that top snap for the time being. I'm just going to get the other 2 connecting ones done. That way I'm at least set up there. He is making me some raisin toast. Trying to make it so that you can see. All right. So I'm not going to worry about that for the time being. We are going to okay, because I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to repress those most likely. So those 2 go together. That's what it's going to be. Okay, so I think I see. I think I get it. I think I get it. So what's going to happen is, like I said, this folds in like this. I think that's where I was confused why it was calling it a trim. Now I get it. Thankfully, the plate should cover those holes. And if not, then I'll figure it out. But, so that's going to be like that. It's going to fold over this way. And I'm going to want my skull, my decorative plate, to be like that. So I'm definitely going to have to install all of this after the bag is just about done. So I think I got it. Yes, magnet. Magnet is a good word. Not the bird. Alrighty. So we're just going to set that over there. I figured it out, I think. We're going to set that aside. The holes should be fine. I'm not overtly concerned. If I feel they are, I will figure something out. That. I'm futzing and I'm sorry. Actually, I think I stumbled into it working, because I'm going to want this to sit like this because it'll fold over. So I want that upside down technically on this side. Well, I'm like, well, crap, the holes are upside down. Not if I'm installing it upside down. Oh my God. Fairies. All right. So we're going to set that aside. That's good. That's good. I'm not going to install anything over here, except I think I need to. I will install the innie Yes. Food. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm so glad. Okay. See, raisin toast. Aw. Nothing. Not you.
Oh.
You got your alls. Okay. Okay, so there will be muffled words sometimes. All right. Okay, so I need on the front trim the innie for the top magnet, and then the outies, there it is, for the two connecting, for the fold over part. Ha ha ha! Figuring it out. Figuring it out. I don't know how, but I am figuring it out. Okay. Figuring it out probably because I have raisin toast power now. And it's a really good raisin toast too. And it's not overly sweet. And there's not too much cinnamon. Fantastic. Okay, so back to the installation guide. I was staring at the instructions trying to figure this out, but no. I got it. I'm good. Even better, says peekaboo. So when you open it, it's close. It does mean that the inside's going to have two different colors, but I'm okay with that. Thank you, Joseph. I don't know if I'm getting good work because I figured it out or because I was smart enough to listen to y'all and eat. Thank you, Mona. Good morning. I told Blue Candy, Cotton Candy Sky, and boy, did she deliver. It was so cute. I love it. She did this really cute ombre with it. All right, where am I going now? So we got that one done. Okay, so it says to repeat what I did for the other one. For the other side of the magnet. You know, my brain is so off this morning that it's trying to install where the magnet's on this side. I don't know why. It's Suncoast. It's the raisins, the brand of raisins. It's Sunshine. It's the chick in the bonnet. Sun something or other. Well, that's gonna bother me. Fun times. Okay, where's my roller? Now that I have this figured out, you know that meme where the guy's just kind of sitting there sometimes blinking like he's just guffawed at what's going on? That was just me now. That's pretty much where I'm at. So it's right there. Right. Yep, I was right. Okay. All right. So same instructions. I am installing the innie or the out innie. There we go. I might have to just order some scalpel online. I just like getting all of my shopping done at Dragon Con with Famore because I know I'm going to end up buying another pair of scissors of some sort because they always have some interesting new piece of cutlery that I need in my life. I'm so happy too. I found these. I have been missing these beautiful scissors. The bag I'm making is the Oro Rosa. It's the FIbi fold over. But these are like really good. They've got a good spring action. So if you have to do a lot of cutting, I got them when I was doing a lot of embroidery stuff. So I do recommend them for that. Oh, then you got the pawn bracelets. Bad with names, good with imagery. Okay, so I've got that. I push my prongs outward. I do that to help distribute some of the pull. I feel if they're in the middle, that everything's going to pull at that. However, I've heard that the reason people do them inward is to give it more strength for the pull. So I'm like, you know what? Do you, boo. I don't know why I have a random piece of my paper tape over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it. And dust off the Raisin Toast crumbs. Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't know why it does that. It always makes me verify myself. It's a me. Chubby bunny. Okay. I also had a can of Mountain Dew. And sometimes soda will kill my hunger. So any thought of breakfast went out the door when I had that can. All right. So, ta-da. Oh my God. Just right in the middle of his forehead. That's awesome. Boop. I hope we don't have to top stitch. We have to top stitch. I am going to be very challenged. Nope, there's no top stitching on that part. Awesome. Looks really nice, actually. Like, I'm not sure how well this would do with fabric on the outside. I think it's going to be it was sticking to the machine. I think it's going to always be a better bag as vinyl, but I think with the right stabilizers, you could get something similar. Like maybe heavier waterproof canvases would do too. Oh, well, that looks so good to me. Probably because I figured it out and I'm happy. Hey, look at me. I already drew the middle line that I need. Where's my bloody ruler? Oh, hey, there it is. Alrighty, so now it says this is supposed to have a little heart here. There we go. Oh my God, why does my nose keep itching? The doctor gave me something for my sinuses. Thank God. Now I just got to pick up the prescription. Okay. So. That's a good idea. I tend to worry about placement for magnets ahead because I used to have a lot of bad luck, but I do realize that part of that was on me. If you're not following your seam allowances right, or your nice meeting you, Mona. Have a good day. That's already better. Now, you always want to make sure that you're following the directions and that you've placed things properly. Like, she has you measuring a certain amount down from your stabilizer. So I picked one side on the line I measured, and then I went and measured straight from the top and then did that same measurement over here. This way, it might not be the exact amount from the top of the stabilizer on both of them, but I can see that my stabilizer shifted a little bit. And with that, you want to make sure that you're picking one thing. So I then used my top seam as a control. Let's see. And then this far over. And sometimes I wonder, I was like, when I make my little cross here, does that mean I should put the circle here? Do I put it on the bottom? Do I put it on the top? So what I do is I do put the circle centered, the washer circle centered over the X or the cross. At that point, if you do it differently, just make sure you're doing that for everything. The key is if you do something, to do it consistently for the whole project. If you cut out your pattern pieces over the, to where the black line is completely solid, just do it for all the pattern pieces. Okay. I usually put the outies on the top wherever it's going to be pulled, because it is usually a thinner piece of metal and it generally can take being yanked up more. And then I usually put a little bit more stabilizer with the innies because they're thicker and they're going to get yanked out a lot too. Me. Alrighty, so let's install these. And actually, using black is not going to be a big deal, because I was like, oh crap, you're going to kind of, because as you can see, I've got this rainbow one and then two black ones. Well, this is going to be inside, and the black will match the theme of everything. So I'm still okay with my decision. I'm not okay with my nose being a pain in the butt, though. There we go. This is paper tape from U-Haul. I'm trying to find a comparable one on Amazon, but right now this is just really good packing tape as well as protective tape. So I've got my prongs. My hair is bothering me today. I've got my prongs all covered. That's a little better. So that is the top front trim. Your back trim will have, if you're using a regular magnet, your outie on it, and it will only have that magnet. Your front trim will have the innie up here, and then your two outies right here. And I realize what that looks like. We're going to ignore it. Yay me. Alrighty, then we're going to take piece A and we're going to install the innies on that side. And I need more washers. For some reason, I only took out two. I'm not quite sure why. Probably because I couldn't count. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to do wrong side up. Oop, only need two, not three. All right, so I'm going to put this over here on my cart so it's out of the way. Itch my nose. All righty. So I'm going to mark my centers. Because I think on one of these stabilizer pieces, I was a little off. Because I was trying to use up as many scraps as I could. This is, I will definitely say, if you have scrap, this is a good chance to use some scraps. Oh my gosh, yes, definitely. This, I'm not sure if you can see, but this is all scraps. This whole piece. So this is a piece. This is a piece. This is a piece. This is a piece. And what I did was I laid them down and then kind of traced so that I'd have straight lines, and then just cut off those to where I had like the itty bittiest of scraps that I could actually feel myself throwing out and not feeling like the world was going to end. But yeah, that is all scrap pieces. This is a Frank-infused piece. But because it's vinyl, you're not going to be able to really tell. And then I had some nice long pieces that I keep. And anything over a certain amount I try to keep because deco feels expensive. Hey, Logan. Guess what, Logan? Aaron is finally getting rid of the car. But now we can't find the title. Yeah, it's been that kind of morning. Why is that like that? And that's like that. Interesting. Okay, that works. I marked my bottom one a little bit weird. Yeah, it's been a morning. But he brought me raisin toast, so he's kind of forgiven. And he's been going through paperwork, and we have a way to replace it. It's just a... But yes, finally. Oh, let's see. Heart triangle. Good. Turn so it's right side up. Find the center. Done and done. Extend mark full length. I have done this. 1 1/4 from the top. Where's my big one? Here it is. Over there, y'all. That looks about right. Okay. And so, like I said, I didn't go quite. I went from the top to get the initial 1 1/4, and then I went back up and made sure with using the larger ruler, going from the top to the bottom so that it's a nice even length with this top. Good morning, Kedra. I am making I'm making the FIbi fold over from Oro Rosa. And when I say I am fumbling through this, I mean I am fumbling through this. There I was moments away from a meltdown of, what do you mean? What do I do? Why is this so confusing? And everybody commented, because you didn't eat breakfast. I'm like, I know. So just had a couple pieces of toast. I got my coffee. I'm making it more difficult on myself because I'm using a really pretty decorative magnet. So and itching my nose. Good morning. It's Nani. Yay. All right. So now I'm going to use my washers to mark these because I put away my pen like a dodo bird. And I saw a video, I don't know if it was a reel or a TikTok or what, of somebody holding a kiwi bird. And I will tell you, my mind was blown. It was so blown. I thought kiwis were like tiny little things. No, they're freaking huge. They are like the size of basketballs. And I'm like, what? I mean, they're still really adorable. Look up kiwi birds. They're stinking cute. But I just thought I always thought they were tiny because everybody always like tells me they're tiny. You know, the people who tell me they were tiny are actually Australians. So either they're having a go at me, which I ain't gonna judge them for because I am very gullible when it comes to information like that, or they just literally do not understand what size means. Because, I mean, look at the size of their spiders. Anywho. It can get defeatist. So one of my superpowers is that I can do anything if I have instructions. If I have instructions to do, I've literally put together a 67 Mustang engine before because I had the instructions. Oh, Murray. I did have a friend, I had a pen pal who asked me what I wanted for my birthday. And I told him a koala. And he said, no, you're not getting a koala. I'm like, they'd be okay. He's like, no, they're evil. I'm like, but they're so cuddly looking. He's like, yes, that's the trick. They're cuddly, but they're evil. And I'm like, okay. But I still want one. He's like, I don't know what to do with you. Now we're going to check and make sure that everything fits. Oh my God, it fits properly. All right, so far so good. Yeah, every once in a while he'd like, hey, come visit me. I'm like, when you exterminate your island of spiders, we can talk. Those things are nightmare fuel. Like Jordan Stallion just did a video of someone's video of them in their tent with one coming by, like one of those things crawling. And I'm like, listen, I don't camp in the first place. But if you wanted to seal the deal on my butt staying inside, you just did. All right. So yay, we got the magnet installation done. Oh my Lord. That was more work than I thought it should be. But that just means that next time it will be easier. Okay, zipper installation. Let's see. So I'm doing that for the little ones. Do I just want to do it for all of them? Yeah, I'm just going to do this for all of it. I should have enough. All right, so. Oh, that's already singed. So now I need to find all of my zipper tabs. What's that? That's the slip. These are my back tabs. So I know these are my back tabs. That's my slip pocket. I am going to be doing the slip pocket the way I normally do my slip pockets. Pockets, pockets, pockets. Did I not do zipper tabs? For some reason, I did not do zipper tabs. So, listening to the. Okay, so what's that? Oh. Oh, are these it? I think these are it. Yes, because they have little pieces of tape on them, but I feel like I'm missing 2. Madre de Dios. Why do things go missing on me? Is that what those are? Oh, no, I see them. Okay. Crisis averted. I think I found them. All right. Let's see. These have tape on them. They have tape on them. Okay. So the way she has you doing zipper tabs is she has the measurements, and then it's fabric. So you're folding it in and then folding those over. So you're folding your raw edges of the fabric in. Brenda, yes, I believe it has been shipped. Because I think I shipped all of them, unless you have a pre-order item in there. Oh my God. Madre de Dios, why, body, why? What's one more electronic device? Okay, here we go. That should take me just a moment so that I'm not guessworking. Shopify. Brenda, offhand, do you know your order number? There it is. Yes, it has been shipped. It should be there. It looks like it might be there today or Monday. Should have sent you an email. But it does say that it is in transit to you. It should be there very, very soon. Have I even sewn anything yet? I did. I made so dramatic sometimes. Okay. So instead of doing the 4-fold, I'm actually only doing a dual fold with a piece of vinyl. So see. No problem. I wonder why it didn't send you an email. You might check your spam. Maybe it went there. Let's see. Now, the fun thing with this pattern is going to be, how well is this going to work with my 1/4 inch seam allowance that I do instead of 3/8 on the zipper? When installing zippers, I do a 1/4 inch because I don't want to change my foot. I don't have the foot to change it. And yeah. Okay. And the measurements for the zipper are in the pattern itself. Again, this pattern is currently on sale on the website. The link for it is in the YouTube video for this live. Okay, so I've got 3 there. I could just throw itself on the floor. Okay, so mainly we're just prepping zippers, and then I need that one. Okay. So you'll have 1 zipper at 1 length, 2 at the same length, and then a 3rd one at 1 other length. And again, the measurements for that are in the pattern. All right, make sure you melt the ends of your zippers. Okay, there we go. So zippers are prepared. These are a little wavy. Nope, they're fine. my zipper helper on you. Boop. Let me move so that y'all can see it. There we go. All right. This is the zipper helper that Brenda was asking about. These are available for sale on Fatrabbitsupplies.com. Get all my pulls out. Alrighty. Oh, why does my nose keep itching? Okay, so before I put my zipper ends on, make sure that I put the right one. Why do these seem all the same size? Okay, this one's slightly smaller. So the only reason that matters is because I'm putting my little bunny on the back side. Oh, yes. I am able to put on zippers pulls without this, but I have found that it is a little bit easier now that I've gotten used to it. The reason I even had one before was because I wanted one from Lauren because it was rainbow. And then might not be using the zipper pull. Sometimes, come on. I'll bet you anything. This will work just fine. Do not tell me that these zippers don't like these zipper pulls, because sometimes this is a pack I got on Amazon. I usually use them for, I know that it's worked before. It's probably just being a pain in the butt because it wants to be a pain in the butt. I'm just curious. I think I see. Another reason to make sure that you've melted your zipper well is because if the string is in the way, if there's a string, sometimes it'll catch weird and it won't let you, it won't let it pull through. Come on, I heard you click. Why are you being so challenging today? See, there we go. Problem is I got to do that to close the other side. I also don't like when the teeth don't line up properly. It bothers me. I don't like that little bump. Like, see, that bothers me, that huge bump there. Okay. Do not know why that side is wanting to go in so far before the other side. There we go. Okay. Lord have mercy. I usually would have already had all of them done. But that does show you that, see, this side right here. There we go. Yeah, this side right here, where it's a little bit higher, this what kept catching on the inner part of it. And sometimes the teeth do that. Looks like that one starts on this. So let's see if we have success better with this one. I don't know why it's, I know why it's going to be a pain in the butt, because I'm already having a challenging day. So why don't we just, keep going? Come on. Oh, Lord have mercy. I think even if I do it by hand, sans helper, it's still giving me a problem. Come on. I am just, of course. All right. Just take a nice deep breath. Because I'm about to try the other side of this in a minute. Because I think I already see what's going on. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Get on there. So I know these zippers work well. I don't usually have any issue with them coming apart or anything in the seams. But boy, howdy, is it wanting to be a challenge to put these on. And I usually use these in my NCWs. And these are the zipper pulls I use for those. So I don't know why it's being such a pain in the brownie bits for this. Come on. There's just no reason why I should be having this much. And see? Come on. Please line up. I do not know why these zippers are being such a challenge, but we will just persevere, hopefully. Interesting. Okay. No, you will go on the dang zipper. Again, I don't understand why one side is going just fine. No problem with the slide. But for some reason, it is just being a pain in the tuchus. And see, then the other side goes just fine. It's like when you go to put a USB in and you put it in and it doesn't seem to fit. So you put it in again and it still doesn't fit. And then you turn it around and it fits. And you're like, well, why didn't you fit the first time? It feels like no matter what side I choose, it's going to do this. Come on. There we go. One more. And what I'm doing mainly is I'm looking to see which tooth is on top, because that helps you to line up better so that you know which side should be going first. Come on. You Son of a motherless goat. Ha! First time on that one. I'm better than you, zippers. I take my victories where I can. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so put the zipper jig over there, or zipper helper. So it is 3 pieces. It's got a cap that helps stabilize it on the table. It will also come with a much longer screw so that you can go up to like really thin tables. And it, yeah, I really like it. Let me set that over there for right now. We'll see how well that goes. Okay, now that I finally got that, why did that take so long? Okay, while I'm doing this, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to plug in my iPad for a few minutes. I'm just kind of trying to get things out of my way so that I don't accidentally hit them and things go skittering, and I feel challenged by that. All right, here we go. So the back zipper, which is the one that has the longer zipper tabs, I'm just doing one side because you're not going to see the inside of it. So I don't mind that too much. The other ones, again, I'm using vinyl pieces, so I'm not dual folding. The edges can be raw and they'll be fine. You can edge coat one side if you want. But I'm just wrapping my zipper around it nice and tightly. So that it doesn't change the length of the zipper. It's okay if the top part of your vinyl doesn't quite match up with the bottom. That just means that you'll definitely be catching the bottom part. Sorry, I hear Tiamat meowing at my husband, which means she wants to be picked up, but she doesn't want to be picked up. She wants you to pay attention to her, but she wants nothing to do with you. She is quite the conundrum of kitty cats. Where I know we haven't seen Charlie this morning, and that is because he has discovered that he can bird watch in the morning. And when I mean bird watch, I mean intently stare at the birds. Like, I actually fear for the birds if he were to ever get out at this point. Another reason he's not allowed outside. All right. Oh, Lord. I really want to get this bag done today, but I don't know if that's going to happen because I usually put aside at least a full day for a new pattern. Mainly because of the fact that I want to make sure that I'm not rushing myself through it and making mistakes that wouldn't happen if I wasn't rushing through. Drive me crazy. Okay, so finally, good Lord. I feel like that took way longer than I wanted it to. All right, I'm going to start with my back zipper. I believe it's a 3/8 inch seam allowance. And then I'm also going to top stitch down my zipper tabs for the other zippers. So you should have a total of 4 zippers, 3 with zipper ends pretty much put on. And then 1 with zipper tabs done. The zipper ends are going to encase it, where the zipper tabs are not going to encase it as much. You'll have hangover. Okay, come on. If your vinyl is really thick, I wouldn't recommend using it for a zipper end. If you're using waterproof canvas, just make sure you seal your ends with a little bit of heat. But that's also a really good one to use when the zipper's going to be hidden like this. Let me snip off these. I'm just kind of chain stitching these so that it saves a little bit of time in clipping. All right, so I've got my zipper tabs. So many zippers. I told you this is like this is like a mutant marsupial. It's got all the pockets. It has pockets for its pockets, because you've got 3 pockets on the front, 1 on the back, and then you have a slip pocket in the main compartment. So it's like all these pockets. Come on, there we go. All right, so 4 zippers all set. Huzzah! Next step. Let's see, did that. Connectors. I am not using vinyl for my connectors. I've already done the strap. So, now to get our packs ready. Okay. We don't have to worry about pack 1 because that's what would have made our strap when we've already got that made. So pack 2 is the lower front pocket and lower front pocket linings with the long zipper. One of the long zippers. Yep. Okay. So we're going to quickly build these packs because it does make it a lot easier. So that's the back. That's the trim. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So we have for the first pack we need, which is pack number 2, lower front pocket, which is piece E and has the hashtag mark on it. So that, the lower pocket linings. Now what I did when I marked these is I made sure to mark the larger size when I was trying to cut them out. Okay, so that goes over there. Okay, so okay, there's the lower pocket lining and our tag. Yes, because I have a piece that I'm adding on to mine. So that's this. So that's packet 1. Packet 2. So packet 3 is the middle piece, which is this one. No. Okay, good, because I was about to have a small Hold, please. Oh, mother of God. Nope. There it is. I'll look at the cut list. Okay, here we go. A is upper front. Okay, so for a moment, I thought that I mistaken pieces. So we're okay. We're okay. Yes, because there's the hashtag. So packet 3 is the middle front piece, which is C. The middle front pocket lining, which is D. Okay. One of the large zippers. And that's that one set. Okay, stay. And even better, she's got little like packet things that you can clip on there. Labels. There's the word. Okay, upper front, which should be A. Where'd you go? So A. And then the lining and the smaller zipper. So the lining for that one is kind of this hexagon-y looking one. And then the zipper. Okay, so that's 2. And then I need the front top trim, which is this one with the 3 magnets on it. Main lining slip pocket. And main lining. Okay, so then I need this. So main lining, this, where'd you go? My slip pocket's going to be done a different way. And I'm not using a sewing tag, but I might use a woven. So I'll set that one there. And then the last one is the back pocket top trim. The back zipper trim, that's this. Back pocket, that is this one. Back pocket lining, connectors, rivets, D-rings. Oh, well, I really need. I'll grab that as we go. Okay. So we've already done our strap, so we're on to packet 2, which is the lower front pocket. Oh my Lord, y'all. Y'all, can we talk about this bag already? So excited to do this bag. I still am excited that I'm getting to do it. It's just that I will tell you that my morning's been so knocked for a loop. I'm trying to kind of, you know, when you keep biting the same spot in your mouth and you don't want to do it anymore because it hurts. But now everything you're doing, especially when you're chewing that and talking, is to make sure that you don't bite that same spot again. And now that I've had that hiccup with the magnets, I feel like I'm going to be overtly cautious because of it. So I'm going to put some double-sided tape here. And before I do anything else, I want to, I think this is going to go I'm gonna have to put the pocket down and then bend it so I know where to put this. Oh, sorry, I just started itching. Because it's a different way of top stitching on here. Okay, I'll be able to do that. So I'm going to put on my tag, because I use a piece behind it. Good morning, Amy. This is the FIbi foldover from Oro Rosa. I need to talk to her about putting too many letters together like that. FIbi foldover from Oro Rosa's FIbi foldover. That might work a little better. I'm not tripping over my words. Okay, so now what it says to do is to lay the lower front pocket that is shorter. So when you're cutting these out, you're cutting them out and then one size and then cutting the other one shorter. Yes. Oh, and this one's on sale. Her patterns are on sale still today. So definitely go grab it. Okay. I'm trying to get ahead of this pattern and listen. Oh my God. Alexis writes amazing patterns that you have to trust the process and not do what I do, which is glance and run. I speed read patterns and I got to stop doing that sometimes. It's because we just went through getting the packets together and skipping a packet. So my brain's like, let's keep going. And I'm like, shut up, brain. I will poke you with a Q-tip. All right. So I normally do not do this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and also use tape on this side. The other thing is this is the first time I'm doing this bag. So I don't want to use my shortcuts yet because there's a chance that my shortcut will ruin the next step. And I don't want to do that. I already just had challenges. I mean, magnets. Me and magnets are kind of frenemies right now. Okay, so your zipper should be the same length as the lining. So what I'm going to do so that I make sure that it doesn't get stretched weird. So I'm going to put one end lining up. I'm going to line up the other end. Stomach, I just gave you toast. Why are you growling at me? It's like, because you just gave me toast. You can also mark your centers. There we go. Oh boy, this tape is being a pain in the butt today, too. Everything is just challenging me on this bag. And I just know that means this bag is going to be beautiful. I know it's just going to be an absolute gorgeous bag. There we go. Now, what I'm making sure to do as well is where the zipper is, it's going to have that little bump there. So you want to make sure that you're lining everything up properly. So I'll move the zipper out of the way for a moment, pull back that section, and then make sure that it lines up the way everything else does. Okay. So then, okay, that is shorter. This is the shorter one, right? Just want to make sure. And she did a really, really good job of making sure you understood which one needed to be shorter. So that was great. Because I bought this one and the Bella, and I can't wait to make a Bella, but I just knew I wanted to use this vinyl that I got for testing to make one of these. Because this is a nice drapey vinyl. And I think drapey vinyls are going to be really, really good for this part of the bag, definitely. Okay. Clip your zipper. Zipper teeth up. It says to baste. I don't really think I need to baste per se because I technically basted with the tape, so I'm not going to do that. Then it says to position with right side of the zipper and clip. Okay, so yes, if your zipper is still up with your lining right side up, then you're going to take piece E, the lower bottom pocket front pocket, and put it right sides together. You're going to line up the notches. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to remove the tape, and you're going to, these notches here, that's what you're going to line up your zipper with. I bet you anything that this notch is 3/8. Sorry, I can just hear Tiamat meowing at him. And I just want to scream, pick up your daughter. Okay. I'm going to test that theory real quick. Where? There it is. I am right. So I have a feeling that if I were to cut off 1/8 of this and do this at a quarter and then do the 1/4 inch that I normally do, it will measure up properly. But we're going to see. I don't like to do any adjustments to a pattern as much until I'm sure that that's what's going to happen. I just find it more aesthetically pleasing for a 1/4 inch. However, we'll see what happens here. Okay. So that has been sewn together. She has you checking to make sure that it's closing to a certain side. I don't really think that's going to matter as much. So I am pressing out my lining. Sandwich between. I sewed at 1/4 at a 1/4 instead of 3/8. That is going to be my burden to bear. Okay, so it says to press the lining away from the wrong side of the zipper. Okay, so right now, this is what I have. I have the right side, wrong side of the zipper, and then here is the lining. Now what we're going to do, and I promise you, this is the most interesting construction I've seen. I'm excited for this. And it's why it looks like it's folded and looks very little like it has those extra pockets. All right, so let's see. Press the lining away, understitch the lining and zipper. So we are going to stitch on the lining, through the lining and the zipper. So we're pretty much top stitching this lining to it. Do not top stitch the lower front pocket. Okay, so yeah. And I'm using a hot pink thread, so this is going to be tons of fun. Because boy howdy, will you see every little mistake I make with this thread. But I love this thread. This is Tech 70 from Wawak. Okay. I just need these clips, but we're going to leave them right there. Alrighty. Freaking za. We're running now. Okay. So there it is. Ta-da. So what we're not doing is normally we sew along this line here. We're not going to do that because what it's going to do is we're going to end up folding this up so that it hides that zipper. Interesting. Okay, so then it says retrieve lower front pocket. So this one. And again, I'm going to go ahead and use some tape along there. Where are you at? I normally don't because I don't mind the lining being askew. The thing is a lot of the construction is going to depend on your lining up properly. So there isn't a lot of room for error in this, I think, but we'll find out. I'm going to err on the side that I'm right about that. So once again, I'm going to line up one edge. And then I'm going to line up the other edge because I know they're supposed to go from one end to the other, from sea to shining sea, whatever you want to call it. Okay, come on. No. It's just your reflection, stupid. Sorry. Tim had there's a long mirror in the hallway, and she likes to just like attack the cat in the mirror. And I'm like, listen, it's just you. Okay, here we go. I think next time I will mark my mids, because this way the zipper is tacked in the same way that it was the lower half. Okay, so line edges, clip. Yeah, fold the second so that it's okay. Yep. Because this is what we were doing. Hang on. There we go. So that's the step that she shows. Just the top one to where that's up like that with the zipper. So we're clipped. I'll fold that back. Oh yeah, that lines up nicely. Okay, good. See, I am going to go ahead and baste this one mainly because it's going to get manipulated a lot, and I don't want to just depend on the tape to keep it there. And I'm just basting it at 1/8, like she says. Okay, so that's basted on. And I can kind of see why she has you put the zipper closing this way, so that when you open it goes to the right, so that you can get a little bit more into that pocket. Okay. All right, so we've done that. Next step is turn over the lower front pocket. So it's right side up. So we're doing this. So we're just flipping that up. It says to trim seam allowance from the overlay, the exterior layer. Do not trim zipper tape. I think that's so that it'll lay a little bit better, like maybe curl better. But I have a lot of tape here, so I don't know if I'm going to really worry about that. I think it'll be fine. So she wants you to trim the seam allowance from the vinyl, from your exterior piece. I'm not going to do that, mainly because it requires fighting with tape, and I have had enough challenges. So That's funny because she's like, you've now trimmed away your symbol. Remark your symbol. And I'm like, I didn't, so I'm good. Okay, clip layers. Oh, come here, you. So now I'm going to mark my seam allowance. Okay. And mainly I'm doing that so that I don't lose any extra. This is already a small pocket. It'll also let me know where I'm pivoting so that I can keep the shape of the pocket. Okay. I'm going to clip these pieces together just so that they don't shift. And that's the reason she had you cut one side shorter, is so that they line up. If you've ever done zippers before, you know that they generally don't line up, but see, they line up perfectly. Even with my different seam allowance, they line up perfectly. Okay. I'm going to start right at my stitching for the zipper, just to kind of get it secured there. And I'm just going to go following along my seam allowance. Alrighty. Okay, so you are going to have a little gap on the other side, right here. You don't need to worry about this gap. That gap, that's not going to do anything to you. It's not going to be a problem. That gap's not going to hurt no one. All right. So that is done. We can trim our seam allowance. She said, yep, trim seam allowance down. There we go. Make sure you don't cut your zipper. This is a no clip zip house. Now you can go up to your stitches though, because you're clipping into your tab. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to clip the... It doesn't look like you do that anyways. Alrighty. Now it says to wrap the lower front pocket around the stabilizer. And what we can do now... Where are you at? There you are. Is I'm just going to kind of give it a little clip. That's what Vanessa did, and I think that's a brilliant idea. Oh, there you are. I was like, I thought I had more clips out. So you can already start to see how it's going to look. And I'm going to affix my label. Now we know what our seam allowance is going to be. So we know probably about where, and I'm going to put it, because that's exactly where she has hers, is right in this little, like the badonkadonk area of it. I'm going to put it right, I think here is good. Because this is a good way to make sure that it's not going to be in the way of the folds. Okay, so I'm going to lower my stitch length because this is not a construction stitch, and I'm going to stitch on. I'm making sure that my zipper pocket is out of the way. So if you're doing a sew-in label, you want to make sure of that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I lower my stitch length because I have tiny rounded corners on my tag backers, and it looks much better when I'm able to actually go around that curve instead of just either going to a point and turning, or, you know, doing 7 different lengths of a stitch in one thing. To me, it looks more, I don't know what the word is, consistent. There we go. That's the word I wanted. For some reason, consensual kept trying to come out, and I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to say. Alrighty. Alright. Sorry, I'm having to play battery chicken here. There we go. Morning, Shannon. Is it still morning? My stomach says it's food o'clock, but... Aaron, what time is it? Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Okay. I don't know. Oh.
Like 5 till 11.
Yeah. What time do you want to go in?
1.
1? Okay.
Never.
Well, my clock is wrong. That's why I was trying to figure out, because it said something like minutes past 2, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right. Wait, what? Okay. Sorry, I'm also watching my neighbor play with her cat while she's gardening. It's so cute. Alrighty. Let me add on that. Is that where it needs to be? There you go. Where are you at? Okay. Now, usually the plate backer that I use is the contrast of my vinyl, and it is in this case still, but it's part of the skull design than the green. Because I want it to stand out a little bit. You know what would help is if I got a washer out before I started all of this. Here we go. So I wrap my threads around the prong. Actually, where are you at? Tape. And then I put a piece of tape over this. And then I clip my threads. Ta-da! Oh, no, it's okay, because that's actually the station I have on right now is the 90s on 9, so. All right. Oop, you're a little crooked. Come here, you. Rico Suave. Okay, so there it is. That's okay. I get some folks that sit there when I say that and go adventure time, and I judges will accept both answers very happily. All right, so that's done. Good Lord. I love her little notes because the next thing it says is, hopefully that wasn't too bad. Let's keep going. And it really wasn't. All right, now we're going to look at pack 3, which is middle front pocket, which is piece C. Yep. And has the little hashtag on one side. Okay. And then our pocket pieces and our zipper. Now we're going to see what we're doing next. So set aside the middle front pocket lining of the piece. Okay, so right now, all we need is love and these. Both right sides up. Okay, so we kind of see how it's going through. Now we're going to turn them wrong side up, just like that. Okay, and we're going to clip these together and sew it together. Okay, so I am going to put a piece of tape along my zipper. I just don't want anything to shift. I want everything to go exactly where it's supposed to go, whether it likes it or not. Tool time. That's pretty funny. It's been a hot minute since I thought of that show. Alrighty. What's nice is she's got you marking the symbols on each zipper entry. Zipper piece. There you go. And I think that's going to help a lot in making sure that things go right. So see. So with those markings, I think that's going to help a lot. All right, I'm going to move my zipper out of the way. Maybe. There you go. And we are going to sew at, I'm going to sew at 1/4 inch. If you are following and doing the proper seam allowance on your zipper, you will sew at 3/8. Try to sew at 1/4 inch. Just got stuff in the way and it's bothering me. Oh, good God. Well, hello, Charlie. Yeah, you stuck? Does mommy need to cut your nails? Come on. Come on. There you go. Want to say good morning to everyone? Yeah? YouTube always gets such a lovely look at your paws. Your pretty, pretty little paws, huh? I love you too. No? Go on. Choo, choo, choo. Charlie. All right. So we've sewn those together. And now we've got it right side up. Okay. It says to fold back middle front pocket and trim away exterior. Okay, so we're trimming across this again. I'm not going to worry about that. Again, I've only got 1/4 inch as it is. I don't want to fight with tape, and I'm going to see how well this goes because I don't think it's adding too much poof. You can kind of get a look at it. so far. Loving it. I am so incredibly like over the moon with this bag so far. Even with challenges, I'm very, very happy. Okay. Nose won't stop itching. Don't trim your zipper tape. Do not weaken your zipper tape. Okay, now finger press, middle part. Okay, so now we are going to top stitch on the vinyl, but we are only top stitching on the middle part from the zipper tab to zipper tab. Now I can see right now that, see, I've got those little like corners still there. I think when you do this with the correct seam allowance, it'll do that. But I have that little corner. I don't think that's going to be too big of a deal. I'm not concerned with it. So we're going to top stitch. And if it really was, I could fix it here. Okay, that's why she said to finger press. Again, you just want to mainly keep a nice consistent seam allowance though. Okay. I thought about using waterproof canvas for the zipper tabs, but I do like the that I use the same vinyl for it. I think that's going to look nice when you peek inside of it. Interesting. Okay, so that's done, right? Yep. Okay, so lay middle front. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do what I know I'm going to need to do. And that is I'm going to tape everything. And now that means I know at the table when I cut out these bags that this is what I'm going to want to do is put the zipper tape or the tape on it. Okay, so I'm putting 1/8 inch double-sided tape. I get mine from Wawak. I have an industrial machine, so it doesn't seem to have, I do check it every once in a while. It's starting to get, my needle's starting to get a little sticky, which means I'm probably going to want to clean it a little bit here in a minute after this set, because it is going through a lot of tape. Okay. But I get mine from Wawak. It is hyper intensive. So, alrighty. Okay, sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. Alrighty, so lay the middle front pocket lining that is shorter, right side up. Okay, and I will tell you right now, when you put your shorter one down and it's right side up, you're going to feel like you have the wrong side cut. You don't. As long as you followed the instructions, if you have and you think, oh, I've got it the wrong side, then you have the right side. Now, you can always just cut them at the same length and then trim them down. That's not a problem at all. It does just kind of help a little bit to, it came out pretty well the way I did it. So, oh, nope, I want it to go this way because then it's this way. So I want it to go this way. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to figure out so that all my zippers are going the right way. Okay, there we go. when you're trying to figure that out, the best thing to do is to put the zipper down in the opposite manner. Because remember, your pocket is in the opposite way right now. So close. God, I haven't heard Enigma in forever, and that's what they're playing right now. Okay, I've got that taped down. Okay, so I don't have to baste it because I taped it. Then it says position the middle front pocket lining. That's this. Right sides with the, okay, yeah, so right sides together with the edge clip and sew. All right, so we're making sure that the side that we're looking at has that little triangle. And then we're going to do right sides together. Again, I'm going to get my tape off of here. Come on. Got a little overhang. All right, so I'm going to match up the corners. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to sew it at, if you are able to, 3/8. I'm going to do 1/4 of an inch. Zipper needs to go up here. Okay. I move our zipper out of the way. Okay, making sure you're doing a good couple of back stitches at the beginning and the end to secure it nicely. Oh, I thought they were doing sail away after that. I was like, listen, I can't do that much new age, okay? Not at once. Okay, so this is what we should have now. Bottom pocket complete, right sides together. So as we lay it down with all the right sides up and wrong side of the lining up, we're going to then push the lining away. And we're going to, again, she calls it understitching. It's kind of the same thing, but understitching is also a seamster, a closed sewist term too. It's pretty much just top stitching, but it's stitching it under what you would normally do a top stitch. So that's why it's called understitching. Okay. All righty. This is a good place to kind of practice your top stitching too, because it's not going to be seen really. Oh my God. So if you aren't able to get like a really, really nice line, at least you'll get that practice without it compromising how you feel about the back. Okay, so now we have that. I'm just going to push that up. All right, did the understitch. So we retrieve our second front lining and we're going to lay that like this. So right sides of the, and the zippers up and everything, right sides. And then we're going to put the right side of the lining to the wrong side of the zipper, so that your right sides of your linings are together. We'll get this. We'll get this. After I have lunch and take my husband to work, I'll get back on here to finish this up. And I'll definitely do that on YouTube so that you can come back for part 2. I'm going to have sliders because I've got some sliders left over. Yeah, I do think I like the thought of making sure that the middle is on here. Ay, Dios mío. Because right now it is being a pain in the tuchus. Okay, here we go. Just kind of have to work my way in. But if I had the middle, I'd have another point of reference. Usually on stiffer material, I can just kind of pull it taut together, but it is being a pain in the mother-loving butt today. Because I don't want to weigh the zipper because it's not in the same position. There we go. Good Lord, zipper. Okay, so again, I am going to baste this side though, because I don't want it coming undone. Madre de Dios. Okay, come on. That's where you have to also watch how your zipper gets stretched too. Because certain zippers, the way they're woven, they'll stretch. The hell was that? Great. And I think I just lost the plate to my magnet. Great. Great. Hopefully it's on the window sill. Nope. Damn it. No, the plate's here. I just don't know where the dang... That's probably what fell. And now because it fell, the fairies got it. I'll look for that later, I guess. But this is another reason I try to keep things off of the table. Having an extremely frustrating morning. Okay. So that's taken care of. Now, of course, I have to find my spot because... Oh... Come on. What page was I on? There we go. In case you're following along, it looks like I am on page 29. Nope. Scratch that. Yes, I'm on page 29. Okay, so I've got that basted. Now, it's got you trimming. Don't trim the zipper. Okay, so then we're going to push everything up. Oh, I'm going to mark my seams so that I have that match properly. Okay, so 3/8. Okay, that's good enough, yeah. I can just see it, so that works. Alrighty. Oh, there they are. I was like, where did my clips go? Making sure those are lined up nicely. Okay. So once again, we're going to start at our zipper. You don't want to sew over the zipper. Make sure you have it. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to trim down this pocket. Put those clips away so that I don't have things in my way and knocking stuff off. Okay, there we go. So now we've got that pocket. This is going to be up here. Where are you at? Here's kind of try to, because of the little pieces of stabilizer, it's kind of able to give you this really cool preview. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. I'm loving this vinyl. This vinyl is so wonderfully drapey. I really want to get some of Lauren's upholstery weight because I think it's about the same drapage. And I really do want to see how well that works. Okay, trimmed. Make sure that we still have our symbol. We didn't top stitch. I do like that she's saying understitch and top stitching because that does mean that there's less chance of misconstruing what she's saying. Okay, so now we retrieve pack 4. Wolf pack 4. Here we go. So that's our zipper. That's our top with the magnets and our 2 lining pieces. So that's pieces B and, oh, I just wrote that this was for B. So yes. Oh no, that's a heart. Piece A and piece B. I thought the little heart meant B, but it's still marking. Anyways, okay, done. I'm done. Okay. All right, so we're going to set aside the lining. We're going to take our triangle piece and put a piece of tape on it. Dang it. Sometimes the sticker, speaking of sticky. Nope, that's fine. Okay. Cool. All right, so I have a piece of double-sided tape on the top where in the middle where the triangle is. Now we're going to match up the zipper from that. And we're going to put those together and sew it. And like I said, it's very smart. Speaking of smart, I'm going to do something smart, I think. I'm going to mark the middle of this zipper. And I'm going to see if having middle marks does help. Okay, so I'm going to put a middle mark right there. I'm going to line up my edges, maybe. Okay, and then what I should be able to do is just tug it. Now, I can do that with the vinyl mostly because, one, I have 3 points of security, and 2, the vinyl's stronger than my weak-ass waterproof canvas. Okay, so now we're going to sew that together. 3/8 if you're... Sorry, they keep talking on Masked Singer about the phrase, if you Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. And I'm like, anytime I go to say if something, then if you're something, that's what pops into my head. But if you're doing 3/8, you're doing 3/8. I'm doing 1/4. And I very well know that I probably could trim 1/8, like a scant 1/8 off of each of these zipper parts, and it would be just fine. But I also don't think it's going to affect it enough. But we shall see when we do the back. I think because I'm doing zippers on the back, it's actually going to even itself out. So we'll see. What time is it? It is 11:30. So I got a half an hour, and then I got to bounce for food and to throw a husband at work. All right. So position, yes. General field pieces put together. Trim zipper tape. And then, okay, so now again, we're going to top stitch from tab to tab. Okay, here we go. I think generally for this bag, you're going to want to look at thinner vinyls. So if you are making fandom bags, look for a thinner vinyl that matches the theme of what fandom you're wanting to do. And then use this as a chance to do kind of a hidden geek type thing where it's all, like simple on the outside, but then when you open it up, bam, it's all Star Wars or Star Trek, where like the one that Vanessa did, she used some really cool Star Wars hardware. And if I had had enough to do all green, I would have actually done this in a Loki, because I've got a really cool magnet that I think would have looked really nice. And if I like this style of bag, I might be on the hunt to find some really good vinyl to do one for myself, and then do this really cool gator lining, and then put all Loki stuff, because he's my guy. All right, so when we fold it up, this is what we got. That is so stinking cool. I love how it just folds up together. Okay, so we top stitch now. Oh wait, there's more. let me get things taped. So I don't know. Yes, I am gonna need there, dummy. Okay, so here we go. So I'm adding some double-sided tape to the top where the heart is. Oh, sorry, YouTube. And then I'm going to put some on both sides of the lining. I think that's just going to help everything to stay where I want it. So far, it has worked really nicely. Now, as I get more proficient at this bag, because I do feel like I'm going to be making more of these, I have some ideas that I would like to try. I do have some nice thinner vinyls that are fandom that I think would look really nice. In fact, I'm glad now I didn't use this zipper tape, because I have the matching horror vinyl that goes with this. And I think that would make a really cute bag. There we go. So I've got everything taped. So same as the first, we are going to find the shorter one, which should be this one. Yep. So this guy's first, this one. We are going to mark our center, because I did find that a lot easier. I should have done that before I put the tape, but it'll be fine. I'm just going to go ahead and mark these centers real quick, too. Oh, my Lord, I am hungry. Aaron! Will you clean the plates? I don't know if he understood me.
What's that?
Will you clean the grill plates?
Already done.
Oh, yay! Because I'm hungry. Go ahead and take the patties out. Yeah, one thing you definitely want to do when you're grilling any type of meat is the closer it is to room temperature, the better that it's going to cook, and the quicker, because it's not having to fight with that. Okay, so I've got all my centers clipped. This is my short side. Okay. Oh. I used to clip my zipper and then singe it so that it didn't, like, I would clip it and then singe it and it would kind of open up a little bit. But I just, when you sell your bags, you have nightmares about this. I swear, somebody could write a horror movie all about all the things that could go wrong with, a customer getting a bag. And I think that would terrify me more than just about any other horror movie I watch. To clean my desk and some marks all over the place. Though I was concerned, opposite side. I was concerned that I might have, like, somehow in the last year or two, to keep my anxiety from going haywire. I watch horror movies and thrillers and stuff like that. But I watched the movie and I was like, man, this isn't really scary at all. I was like, man, have I desensitized myself? Have I ruined me for, horror movies? And then we watched one last night and he looked at me, he's like, you okay? I'm like, oh, no. I now have plans to never sleep again. And then something else happened in the movie. I was like, oh, and look, now I'm never closing my eyes. And he's laughing. So he's like, so no problems with getting scared anymore, huh? I'm like, nope, not at all. This one is terrifying. Let's see. So yeah, and then you base this, and then we're going to put it together. All right. Y'all, we are just about done with the front of this. Oh, I cannot wait. I want this bag done. And not because I'm like having problems with it, but because I'm so excited to see how it comes out. And yeah, having 3 points of reference for placing the zipper, I think has just been a lot better. So I will just make sure to clip centers at the table. All right, so the wrong sides together on our zipper. Where's the top? And now we sew. Here we go. Here we are. Okay, so again, I'm sewing at 1/4 inch. Pattern has you sewing. Oh, nope, there we go. Pattern has you sewing at 3/8. If you can, do what the pattern says. If you don't want to, that's up to you. Okay, so then what we do is we flip it over right side up. We're going to close our zipper. We're going to push our lining out. So our zipper is wrong sides against the right side of our exterior. Our lining is away. We are going to stop for a second and look at the instructions and make sure that, yes, this is what we're doing. Yes, this is what we're doing. Okay. Yeah, one of my favorite things with an Oro Rosa pattern too is that it has these patterns, like repeating patterns. So once you get used to doing it, it really is just a much less challenging bag. But because it's such a new way to do something, it can be, a little bit mind-boggling. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take, I don't know if I've ever heard this Prince song, Thieves in the Temple? Weird. All right, so we're going to put these right sides together. I'm going to match my centers. Now, you shouldn't have to do this. I am literally obsessed with not having wavy zippers. They bother me. So that's why I have these points of connection. Again, I love this bag. I will, however, say I don't feel like it would be a very forgiving bag if you're not making sure all your seams are lined up nicely. Oh my God, like this is bothering me. Okay, so once again, I am going to base down the zipper. Like, you might be able to hide some inconsistencies, but it does not feel like a bag that is like, oh, you did half of it in this and half of it in that seam allowance. Wrong. I don't know. It kind of feels that way. Okay, so I still have my heart mark. This again is where you trim down the exterior. I'm not worried about it. So far, it hasn't looked like it's that much of a concern. I still have nice folds. I still have that little bit of puffiness. So I'm pretty good there. Now we're going to take, so we have everything down with it vertically the proper way. We're going to pull all of that up and then to the top. And we're going to line up everything nicely. And then I'm going to draw my seams, my seam allowance. Alrighty, so seams have been drawn. I'm going to use some of these. All right, so wasn't sure I was going to use this pink thread, but then I saw that I already had 2 bobbins wound. I was like, oh, guess what? That made that choice kind of easy. Nope, where are you going? There you go. Oh, madre de Dios, come on. I say I almost did not get that clip out of the way in time. Okay. Now you want to get as close as you can to your zipper so that the hole in the back isn't too big, but it's not going to be an issue. If you are really concerned about that, then you can look at like fixing it, adhering it when you're done. But I wouldn't like glue it right now because I can't tell you how it's supposed to really sit. And I think it gets closed up when we fold it anyways. Okay, so that's, oh, wait, gotta trim it. Trim it good. So then we trim this down. She says to 1/8. Whatever you're comfortable with. You know your seams or your materials. There we go. Oh, come on, you. If you feel that, you're using a cotton that you feel is too stretchy and you don't like how it's fraying a little bit. If you feel like it's fraying, definitely use some pinking shears. That's going to help its longevity. 2, then don't trim it. Not trimming this, I don't think is going to be that big of a deal. All right, so if you are just joining us, we are at this moment where we are working on the FIbi fold over by Oro Rosa, and I am super excited. I am going to be like over the moon when this is done. I love her little note because it looks a little wonky right now. Bay looking a little like, yeah. And she says on here, don't worry, this is how it's supposed to look. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Oh, I love this vinyl. Okay, so now we need pack 5, which is the front top trim and some rivets. Okay. Oh, Nee, will you pop, please? Where are you at? Is this it? Nope, this is back. This is all the backs. That's the that pack. Is this it? I think this is it. Okay, here we go. Woot! Bam! Let me get different black rivets. Madre de Dios, y'all. I am hurting today. Here we go. Yeah. These are the ones I want. The other ones I grabbed they have a longer post, and I use those for when I know I'm going to have a lot of thickness. That's what she said. Anyway, so you should have the front top piece that has 3 magnets installed. 2 outies and an innie. I really love how the interfacing helps you to kind of get a good look at what you're, getting out of all of this. It makes me very happy. All right. So we are going to Yep. Okay. All right. I'm bouncing ahead trying to just kind of decipher the pattern by the pictures. And I don't want to do that. We've already had mistakes because of it. So let's do this. Okay. Okay. Center and clip front top trim. So it should be hearts together, which it will be. Okay, and then sew it together. So let's do that. I'm going to put a piece of tape, one more piece of tape on this piece. Again, I just really don't want things to move. I'm going to put it on the proper side, though. Part of my brain was like, hey, that doesn't look right. Hey. Like that little fairy in Link. Hey. Stupid. What are you doing? Okay. All righty. Now, this is going to be fun. Okay, so what we're going to end up seeing too, part of that. All right, so I'm lining up my mid mark. Oh, wait. Yeah, hearts together. I guess I should have put the zipper tape, put the tape on the zipper tape because center and clip front top trim above the upper pocket right sides together. Now, so the front top trim to the upper pocket front pocket at 3/8. Okay, yeah. Just keep that there. That's fine. Okay, so yes. So your zipper is not going to go all the way across. And what we're going to do carefully make sure that we're not going too far past those tabs. All right. I just want to finish this part at least, and then I will be going to get lunch and dropping him off, and then I will come back and when I go to finish this, I'll make sure that it's on YouTube. Okay, so then it says finger press the top trim away from the pockets and top stitch. Okay, only top stitch the edge above the zipper. So once again, we are going from tab to tab. But it feels alright. Baby, thinking of you keeps me up all night. Okay, making sure that everything's sitting nicely. Sorry, YouTube, if I keep moving you. The bag's a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so all right, so this is what we have. It says this step is optional. The bag is designed to be left untop stitched. I'm not going to top stitch then, because I like how it looks with the folds. I think it looks a lot sneaky. Well, I don't want to say sneaky. It looks a lot, sleeker. And like there aren't any, here, let me use some clips to kind of show you what's going on here. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then this will come down here. Okay, so see, and then there'll be the, where's that? There you go. Oh, that's just going to stay there for a minute. So see, that's what it's going to look like. What's really cool is that you can have the monochrome look, just all one color, or because it's pieces, you can have different pieces. Right now, this looks like I literally cut one piece and then folded it up. This is so stinking clever. I absolutely adore it. And I can't wait and need to find the skull that'll be on here, because that'll be such an interesting piece of, oh my gosh, I do. I really, really, really love this. Okay, so as much as I love it and want to finish it and need every part of it in my life right now, my stomach is, it's angry. It is so, so very angry with me. So I am going to go ahead, and this is a good place to stop, to pause for a moment, because I do know there's like other things that need to be done and I don't want to rush any step. So I will see y'all this afternoon, most likely. I'll go back live, and so I can finish the bag, especially on YouTube, so that y'all can go back, go through it and look. So I will talk to you later. I'm going to go ahead and bye YouTube. And one at a time.